Alright, welcome back folks, and this is Brian with Foxfire Armory, and today we are going to be going over the second skill that I feel is very underrated, that every prepper should know, at least to have a basic understanding of how to do, and that is sewing. And as you'll see here, and I'll try to do this as best as humanly possible, I don't really have the best setup for this, is just a simple, basic, made in China, can be bought at the dollar store sewing kit. And this is just a very basic kit with a bunch of colors in it. And we'll go ahead and open this up here so you can kind of get a better view of what all is included in this kit. And this should be something at a bare minimum here. Sorry, stuff is flying all over the place. This would be, at a bare minimum, the type of sewing kit that you should have on hand. Now, why do I say that sewing is one of those skills that every prepper should have? Realistically, everyone should have. And that's simple, right? Our clothes, they're gonna get holes in them, they're going to fray, they might get snagged, they might tear. And sewing is just a great skill to have, just basic sewing. So a little kit like this is great. I also keep a bunch of these around. And this is just a very compact, simple sewing kit. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got a little paper tape measure in there, or sewing kit tape measure. And it's got, I think, some bobby pins in here. Let me open this up. I haven't actually been in one of these for a while here. And as you can see, this cheap plastic thing kind of broke, but hey, whatever, right? So we've got some buttons in there in case you lose a button on a pant or a coat. You know, that's the kind of stuff that you need to be able to know how to do is basic stitches. There's a, I forget what those are, clothespin in there. Oh, sorry, the other one was a clothespin too. They just have, for whatever reason, there's two colors in there. One brass and one's just metal silver there. Let's see if we can get this to focus in a little bit better. Come on, there it goes. So you'll see there's a brass one there with 4 buttons, a couple different sizes in there. The needles, there's a silver one in there also. And then it actually does come with a couple pins in there if you needed to pin something down. For whatever reason, there's a black one and a goldish-y color one there. And then a bunch of just little things of thread. And for those of you that don't know, this will come in almost every little sewing kit that you get. And if you don't know what this is for, you really should learn, because this is designed to help you thread a needle. So those of you that are always trying to push the needle through, this little handy dandy utility tool here is, you push this end. Let's see if we can get that to focus a little bit better. You push that end through your needle, put your thread through there, and then just pull this through the needle. And I can show you here with a needle that I was actually using. So you'll see this is already threaded. We'll pull it out there. Oh man, it really doesn't like this small stuff. So we'll pull it out there and we'll show you just how easy this thing is to use here. So we'll take it from the kit, get that piece of thread off of me, and oh, I'm trying to do this over the camera. So there we go. That's through there. We'll take our thread and stick it right through there. And I like to pull a little bit, and in this case I only have a little bit, so it's about 50% of the way there. Let's see if we can actually get this on camera. You just pull it through, and there you go. You now have your needle threaded. Whoop. Come on. There we go. I know the white's kind of hard to see, but there it goes. So that it's now threaded, ready to use. Now, there is one other really nice reason to have these. Now, I'm not a field medic, I'm not a medic by trade, but if you were ever in a dire situation where you had to close up your own wound, in theory, you could use a kit like this. Now, the one thing that you would want to throw in this kit, and I usually keep them handy anyway, would be something like this. Now, the reason I like this is because this is basically a blowtorch, and it works very, very quickly to sterilize the needles, so you could use it technically to stitch yourself or somebody else up. Now, wouldn't recommend this for most situations that require medical attention. This would be a last-ditch effort. There's no, hospitals open, whatever, complete SHTF scenario, you could use it for that. So, like I said, you don't need to be a pro to do this. You don't need some big sewing kit or anything. Just a basic understanding of how to sew, maybe a couple basic stitches, and different types of, couple basic techniques on how to put together clothing or stitch holes and that kind of stuff. So, there you have it. That's all I got for you guys today. Skill number 2, sewing. Till next time, thank you all again, and have a good night.